Which sentence has incorrect subject-verb agreement? A. Sentence 3, B. Sentence 4, C. Sentence 5, or D. Sentence 6. As a quick review, in general, subject-verb agreement refers to when a verb receives an S at the end or not. If the subject is I, you, we, or they, the verb does not receive an S. If the subject is he, she, or it does receive an S. So we have she eats, but they eat. It sounds more complicated than it is, and most of the time you can get by with simply a good ear for what sounds right in English. With this in mind, let's take a quick look at the subjects and verbs in our choices. A. Sentence 3. More than 12 million tons of plastic ends up in our seas every year. Our subject here is 12 million tons of plastic, or more specifically, 12 million tons, and our verb is ends. To simplify our sentence, we can say more than 12 million tons ends up in our seas. Simplified like this, we can hear how this sounds wrong. It should be more than 12 million tons end up in our seas, which goes along with what we said at the beginning. 12 million tons as a plural noun can be simplified as they, which we see does not receive an S with its verbs. As we can see that this sentence doesn't have proper subject-verb agreement, this is likely our final answer, but we can take a look at our other choices just to be sure. B. Sentence 4. Plastic population plagues every corner of the ocean, and despite growing awareness, the problem is only getting worse. We have two subject-verb pairs here, pollution and plagues, and problem is getting. Both are singular, and both are accompanied by a singular verb. As both cases have proper subject-verb agreement, this can be marked as incorrect. C. Sentence 5. Fishing gear accounts for roughly 10% of that debris. Between 500,000 to 1 million tons of fishing gear are discarded or lost in the ocean every year. Again, we have two pairs. Fishing gear, singular, is paired with accounts, also singular. We also see the same concept we saw in sentence 3, but this time executed correctly. The subject is again tons, plural, but here it's paired with a plural verb, are instead of is. This can be marked as incorrect. And D. Sentence 6. Discarded nets, lines, and ropes now make up about 46% of the Great Pacific Garbage Patch. The subject here is nets, lines, and ropes. In other words, they. As they is plural, and we see it's paired with a plural verb, make instead of makes, this can be marked as incorrect, and A. Sentence 3 can be marked as our final answer.